Hi guys, welcome to the Thinker Circle.
It's your brother here, Zolisa, checking in as always, baby.
Checking in with the queen, of course.
The previous one in Wakanda.
Guys, I don't know why this guy is being extra today. But anyway, if you're new here, we just want to say welcome to the royal family. And to the returning subscribers, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed, please do the right thing and just subscribe, comment, and share with your friends, your family, and tell them that they belong here.
Yeah, and honestly speaking, we can't stop thanking you guys for blessing us, with your time and even your kind comments. I think we do try to interact with everybody who leaves a comment on all our videos. We thank you so much and we gladly appreciate your kindness. What are we talking about today, babe?
Baby, today we are talking about, okay, let me put it this way. I love him, but he's broke.
Yeah.
So take us through.
Baby, I think that everybody has heard this statement. We live in a society of many women boldly asserting that they would never date a broke man. It looks to me that now that statement has become a well-accepted norm or song that if you are a broke man, then I will never date you. Particularly if a woman is looking to build a future with a man, it seems as if the society has sort of like influenced women to prioritize money in the life of a man. And I totally understand. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not sure if it is a wise thing, especially for women who are looking for a commitment.
Yeah, I agree with you, because nowadays the only thing that we look at when we meet a guy, you want to know if they have money, and they have this and this and this and this and this. But I think a lot of people, they put money first, which is not a bad thing, because we grew up. I think a lot of people can relate to this. Growing up, so you don't want to put yourself in that position of not having anything for abantwana bakho, so that I understand. But we must remember that your relationship is a package, baby. So you need to look at all the things holistically. Respect, communication. Is this person loyal? Does this person have money? You don't just look at one thing, because sometimes you'll find yourself in a relationship with someone who is well off, who has money already, but that person doesn't have all the other things. But because he has money, you want to hold yourself into that person. And then you get into a marriage. Let me say, you date, and then you end up getting married to this person. And then after that, you find yourself not happy, because this person from the beginning, but because he had money, you were hoping that things are gonna work well. As they usually say, love is not enough. Even money, for me, is not enough. That person needs to have everything, So according to my views, dating a man who is not financially stable is not wrong. It's not a problem, especially when you see that this person is still trying to build something himself. So if this person is building something and you are trying to build something together, then you can be where you want to be, other than I'm not saying like, okay, who doesn't even have visions, like I got try, akazami. But we must all remember that we have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not like every guy or papa they have money already, they have a job, they have everything. And what I've realized is that many guys, they are a bit insecure to like even approach amantombazana.
Yeah.
You know, she's so beautiful, like too expensive. Kanti la ntombazana, yes, akayiyo high maintenance, but it's just that naseke good position over. She's independent, she can afford certain things for herself, you know. But that guy uzoba insecure, okay, approach what if akandithathi ngendlela endiyo because I don't have money? And that person actually could be the person for you because he has all the qualities that you want in a guy, but it's just that he is still struggling
financially. It's a difficult topic that we are tackling because at times we don't know the expectations of women who say, I will never date a man who's broke. We can assume and say, maybe somebody is trying to relate back to her upbringing, like you just said, you know, we grew up seeing our parents struggling financially. And so as a woman, I understand when you say, I don't want to be in that situation my mother was in. If really you are looking at it from that angle, I
then
respect
it's
that. It's understandable.
Yeah, it is.
But again, it goes back to what you said in your session earlier on, that it takes a whole lot of things to build a relationship, and money just happened to be one of those building bricks. It's not just money, but money is part and parcel. It's not just love, but love is part and parcel. You remove one brick, then your foundation crumbles.
Yeah,
you know.
true.
But there are also selfish expectations whereby somebody would say, I will never date a broke man, because that somebody is looking for a man who's going to finance her lifestyle, you know. And I hear this statement even amongst women who are looking for committed relationships, maybe building a strong future that will lead towards getting married, you know. And that's where I think you are playing yourself when you say, I want a guy who's financially stable. And again, we, honestly speaking, sometimes I think we put ourselves in disadvantaged positions when we focus specifically on one thing in a person, whereas a human being is very complicated. So I also don't think that it's a bad thing to want to be committed to somebody who is financially stable. But the other thing, my brothers and sisters, that we need to keep in mind is that it takes a long time to get it right financially. Because of our backgrounds. Unfortunately, you know, the history of our nation has impacted us negatively. And it takes a long time to beat poverty. And when I say to beat poverty, I'm talking about the mindset it puts yourself in. So it doesn't take 10 years. It can even take 30 years or 40 years or the rest of your life fighting poverty, you know.
I mean, you hear stories, Zabantu City, you know, I got successful. Success has different meanings according to Abandiabo. But some people, they would tell their story and say, when I was 40 or when I'm 45, that's when Jindabakula point over, you know, I had a breakthrough. Some people, they get to that point at the age of 22. Some people at the age of 27. So that's why sometimes Kusitwa never look at the age of Umdu and say, Haibo, you are 30, or Haibo, you are 27, or you are 25. You're supposed to have this and this and this and this, because we all have different journey in life. So even with guys, sometimes they are still trying. They are working hard. You can see when someone is working hard, and you can see when someone has like a good heart and they treating you well, and they trying to build something with you. And you have to think again, Bebuba. Sometimes you need to like when you get in a committed relationship, you have to make a decision yoba noma kwenzeka ntoni, because life nje angavele izinto zithena upside down within seconds. You can have who has money already, you get married, everything is fine, and then the next minute, boom, imali is gone. Everything, literally everything is gone. Are you gonna stay with that person even during those difficult times, or you will walk away because into buhleli ngayo imali? But if you know that uzidibanisile zonke izinto uzibala uzifunayo in that person, into yoba akana mali, it's not gonna like do it, what's the word, like I need to break her. Yes, it's not gonna break you to a point where you're like, I can't take this anymore, because you guys know how to work together even during those difficult times. So you need to prepare yourself for those things, and even like communicate nomuntu wakho about these things, because life, everything can change, you know. And get land we set up a video like there's a difference between umdu who wants to date for fun, for money, you know, that is a different story. But if you're looking for a relationship, a serious relationship, and you want to commit yourself, then that's a different story. That's another route.
And I can honestly attest to what you've just said. I think we both know what it means to the experience of going to bed with a certain amount of money in your account, and then you wake up one day, everything is gone,
just
one
like that.
event wipes out everything. What do you do? What do you do in those situations?
Exactly.
You know, we've been through that. And I was thinking to myself when I was brainstorming this topic, wow, I wonder what Dineo could have done if her interest in me was money in that situation, or in those situations whereby we woke up and zero balance. Zero balance. You know? So there's no guarantee that when you come across a man who's financially stable, things will be like that forever. In 2 years' time of you meeting that man, things can change drastically. You know, so you may easily find yourself in a compromised position.
Yes, this just reminded me. My other friend was telling me she got married, and they were very happy with me and Wake. And the next thing, me and Wake and they only had one salary, which was her salary. And there's car installments, there's a bond to pay, there's a child on the other side, you know, there's just like a lot of things that needs two salaries. But they had to survive on one salary. But because Utando Lwabo was not based on money, they worked together. They built each other up with that one salary. And today the guy is back on his feet again. He's working hard, you know. So these are the things that just really that you need to think about before even like think about but what about umntu onemali but doesn't have all the other qualities that you are looking for in a relationship? So you have to look at a bigger picture, you know. And always remember that there is nothing wrong, guys, with dating umntu ongenamali lewifunayo. Like, there's nothing wrong, and you can't pressurize umntu. It's the same with umntu oti yo asana so ndate umntu ongenamoto but awunamoto yourself. Ewe indoda yindoda, he has to provide. But guys, we need to remember uba sisuke kusokoleni sonke. So abantu abasoze baguqula amakibezi zonke mntakabawo, you know. So you can't pressurize umuntu uba you need to have a car, you know, you need to have this, you need to have it, just because they can meet your standards. If you are not ready for that kind of relationship, then relax in that.
And I think, baby, it takes a lot of maturity in one's way of thinking when it comes to understanding the message we're trying to communicate. You know? When you are looking for a committed relationship, you really need to understand what you're getting yourself into. It's not going to be a child's play. It's not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be very difficult. Love is going to be tested no matter how much you love one another. You're going to be tested, you know. And if you haven't mastered the art or the skill of working together, then the difficulties will break you. Will really break you.
That's true.
And the other thing that I think it's very important that we should take note of is the fact that sometimes in life, in order to achieve certain things, you need somebody close to you. You really need. I think that if it wasn't for you, I would have never thought or taken my ability to write seriously. As a matter of fact, I don't think that my first book would have been published. You know, so I think that you may get it right financially on your own as a woman or as a man, but there are certain areas in your life whereby you're gonna need somebody. You're not gonna be able to do it all by yourself, you know. And I want to reiterate what you said earlier on when we started this dialogue. We're not saying that you should set up yourself for failure. We're not saying you should commit to a man who doesn't have vision for his life, a man who doesn't take life seriously. We're not saying that, no.
Because I was depressed, I'm not saying put yourself in a relationship where you see, and again, baby, we're not saying you should get in a relationship with someone who's not willing to work together with you. You know, there are people who are struggling, who are trying, but if you see this person is like not willing to open up and be transparent about everything with it, and so that you can work together and build something, then there's no use about stress. We're not saying put yourself in that position, but you can see when approach and you learn that person as it actually actually, this guy is not bad. I can see that he's struggling here and here and here and here. And no, what did I want to say? And obviously, I wanted to say, and obviously, I come to perfect and I think. You know?
Actually, I was gonna say that. I was actually gonna say that we all have struggles. Your struggle may not be finances, but guess what? Somebody else, when he sits with you and get to know you, he's going to see some things in you that are going to be struggle for him. And therefore that person will have to learn how to coexist peacefully with you and those difficult areas in your personality. So it may be the case that for me as a man, financially I may be sorted, right? For you as a woman, you may not be sorted financially. So that doesn't mean that I can successfully disqualify you as my type. No. I have some flaws in my personality as well. I have some things that I need somebody to be, to show me love, understanding, and help me to grow in those areas.
That's true.
So I guess it takes a lot of maturity to really understand that when you are looking for love, when you are done playing games, then your love is going to be tested. And money is one of the things that your love is going to be tested with.
And sometimes, baby, sometimes you get to a point where you're like, yay, I've been wasting my time saying that I want this type, and as a type, as a peach, and then you end up doing what? Going back to type 1, and actually that type 1 is what is exactly what was meant for you, you know. But girl, you've been playing around the bushes, and then now you're done, and then you go back, which is there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you just have to think about, you know what, this is what I want in life, and this is the person that I'm looking for. And if you meet that person and you suba abana million, guys,
Exactly.
Dihleli apha nje, I wish him that ndingayoqhekeza la bank. Say qhekeza for the babes. We're finished. Because it's ifuna but you know what? They always say there are no shortcuts in life. Yeah. You have to
it's
work
not gonna
hard.
happen magically. You know what Dineo and I have discovered is that money takes a long time to make. So you need to develop good habits, financial habits.
Yeah.
You need to have a good relationship with money.
Yeah.
You need to learn to put the little income that you are making into good use.
Yeah.
I always say to you that my biggest work in this life is to eliminate the financial stress on our shoulders. I want to create an environment whereby we will never have to worry about money again. But it's not going to happen overnight. It takes a lot of hard work and self-discipline.
Yeah.
So basically, we are not bashing your ambition of dating a man who's financially stable.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's nothing wrong with that. But what we are trying to say is you need to look at the bigger picture. And you need to understand that in life, even when you have come across the man who has the money, the man who loves you and you love that man, your love is going to be tested. You know, you can meet him a millionaire and then 5 weeks down the line on zero balance. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it?
Yeah, that's what we wanted to share with you guys. So, as a potentials, guys, there are potentials in your inboxes. You know, he might be the one, she might be the one. Don't just ignore them and do a picture of my sana. He might be the one.
My final thought will be this. I think we really need to be humble.
Yeah.
I think this topic really shows that we are prideful people. You know, the majority of us are coming from poverty backgrounds. You know, we've been blessed, we've been lucky that we have been given better opportunities. Okay, let me maybe speak for myself. Even though I'm coming from a poverty background, I've been blessed with opportunities to a good education. Now that I am halfway through fiddling my way out through my difficulties, how bloody dare would I look down on somebody else and say, I'm not gonna date you, not my type, because your finances are messed up, or you haven't figured it out financially speaking as yet. You know, I think we really need to be humble, and we need to stop looking down on other people. If you can look down on them, that means you can help them. So why don't you just help them?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, let's wrap it up, and thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. We hope that you will share something or agree with us, or just, you know, say something in the comment section, and we'll see you on the next video. Let's go, baby. Peace out.